we'll move on then, and we would like to talk about the thyroid gland. Could you briefly describe the structure or anatomy?
Okay, so the thyroid gland is a essentially bow-shaped organ, looks like that, and consists of two thyroid lobules and a thymus in between. The connection in between sits in the neck just here at the level of the cricoid cartilage, and its microarchitecture is consistent of millions and millions of little thyroid, forgot the professional word now, about circles. Anyway, they are actually storing the actual hormone, which is quite rare from endocrine glands. So they have a large store of thyroid hormone inside of these functional units. And the thyroid gland, I suppose, responds to thyroid stimulating hormone from the anterior pituitary.
Right. So what thyroid hormones are probably there, and how are they made, please?
So the thyroid hormones are specifically T3 and T4. The active form is T3, and they are made by specific targeted uptake of iodine into the thyroid gland from the body in response to thyroid stimulating hormone, and a molecular reaction that produces triiodothyronine and diiodothyronine, and they then get combined to form either T3 or T4, which then get released depending on the levels of thyroid stimulating hormone.
Right. Would you know what effects these thyroid hormones would have on the body?
So thyroid hormones are crucial to the functioning of the human body, and they have metabolic, they have growth and developmental functions and effects. Metabolic specifically, they are essentially what regulates our basic metabolic rate. They increase the cellular processes of catabolism. They increase the heart rate, the respiratory rate, breakdown of fat, and breakdown of anything really, breakdown of all our stores. In a growth period, they are responsible for making sure that the nervous system develops appropriately, and the absence of growth hormone, specifically in the neonatal and childhood period, can have devastating consequences on development.
Okay. Would you know what clinical features or symptoms would occur if you had too much or too low?
Yes, so essentially it depends on whether it is an overactivity of the gland, so hyperthyroidism, or an underactivity, which is hypothyroidism. In the hyperthyroidism as well as hypothyroidism category, I suppose we can classify that by response of each organ. So especially hyperthyroidism has a significant effect on the eyes, which can be distressing to patients and can even lead to blindness in the form of thyroid eye disease, development of exophthalmos, and protruding of the eyeball due to swelling of the fat tissue in the eye. In the cardiovascular system, it can lead to palpitations and tachycardia. The opposite occurs in hypothyroidism, where bradycardias can be common. Sweating and hirsutism can be problems. Sweating can be a problem. Hyper and excessive hair growth can be a problem in hypothyroidism. Tibial myxedema can occur in hypothyroidism. So there are a wide range in effects overall, especially also to do with the reproductive organs, so menorrhagia or amenorrhea, depending on the condition. Infertility can occur, so it can be quite wide-ranging effects on the body, excess or lack of those hormones.
Right. I think we'll stop there because we're